This here's a squash leaf, and a squash leaf is notorious for wilting. Come high noon, mid-afternoon, we tend to see that these bad boys are kind of limp and wilted over, particularly as the season goes on. But suddenly they bounce back at 8 p.m. The question is, if it's not a beetle or a borer of some sort, and it actually is completely related to heat and sunshine, does it actually affect your yield? And should you interfere in any capacity to ensure that it doesn't interfere with your yield, and how do you go about doing that? And if you don't know who I am, my name is Ashley. I have a bachelor's of science in soil science, and we're going to apply exactly that science to these bad boys to determine what you need to do in order to prevent that. Is it the heat hitting the leaves? Is it actually the roots warming up what's causing this wilting? How do we prevent it if it is affecting our yield? So the reason for why squash does exactly this comes down to a number of different factors. When we're talking midday, we're talking sunlight, we're talking heat, we are talking wind movement, all of which actually remove water from the leaves. And these leaves are giant solar panels, which means that if they're not functioning, they're obviously not taking up as much sunlight, and therefore it can... Now, squash leaves are ginormous solar panels. We know this for a fact. They are some of the biggest leaves you can get when it comes to vegetable gardening. And these giant solar panels have a lot of surface area. Now, this expanded surface area can result in a number of different issues. For example, we're talking midday sun and heat along with wind, and we have three major factors that will actually take the water out of the plant's leaves. Now, while this looks like the plant leaf is dying, it actually is doing quite the opposite. It's trying to prevent itself from dying via actually wilting and closing the plant down. Now, here's the crazy part. This little bit of wilting you see right now actually happens in nature, naturally. These are found in South America, southern US, that sort of thing, naturally. And that is where they have been adapted to actually thrive and survive in. And so this is an evolutionary response that the plant has developed to be able to protect themselves against this climate that is really intense. Now, before we get into whether or not it affects its yield, your yields, and if actually protecting the plant against this would help increase those yields, let's first talk about, if you don't really care too much about the yield and you just want to know if it's really detrimental to the plant, when do you actually react? And the truth of the matter is you don't really react or do anything if you're not concerned about yield until the next morning. So if things are still wilted the next morning, then this is a sign that it is something else. For example, maybe not enough water. Maybe you have a disease. Maybe you have vine borers, that sort of thing. These all point to signs and signals that you need to react. So again, the next morning wilting, react. Midday wilting, don't react. In particularly hot days, if it's wilting into the evening, that's probably completely normal. Now, while the squash today may not be yet wilting, I definitely am, so we are going to move into the shade. But the question becomes, does that ultimately affect the plant's productivity? And the truth of the matter is, yes, it does a little bit. The reason being is that wilting is actually the result of closing stomata. And when stomata close, photosynthesis does slow down. So long as the plant is spending some time in kind of survival mode, photosynthesis is not as effective and it can stay there for a few hours. Now, a few hours of this actually will cause some reductions in productivity, but nothing major when we look at science behind it. However, if it is prolonged, for example, if it is constantly hot, a particularly warm year, maybe you planted in the wrong spot, maybe you have it in a container so the roots are really warm, these are all signs that you should intervene. Now, the ways in which you intervene could involve things like actually covering the plant with some sort of shade cloth. Maybe you water them first thing in the morning to really cool down those roots. Other things could include just making sure you're pruning so there's lots of airflow. You guys kind of get the idea. One thing that I will say I believe has helped mine enormously with this, particularly in August, is a very thick layer of mulch. We're talking several inches along with that shade cloth. And I tend to be okay when I combo that with early morning waterings, very deep infiltrating waterings, that sort of thing. Now, with that being said, you guys have to let me know in the comments down below if you've ever been concerned about the midday squash wilt, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.